How could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even. One left. 48. Showing it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check nickel.
Here's Wilson to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ito Smith, his first carry, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
What?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Evans, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Whip. Watch the whip.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
At the 17-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Strong right. Good job right there.
And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Check. Watch 54.
In your face.
On third down, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. And Myers able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Room here to run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Jets.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now this time he'll look to throw. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
On second down now, it's Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Darnold from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw once more on second and 10. Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant's extra point up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second and 5 at the 35-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Kill. Reload.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing is Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Box truck. Check. The lady. Check 15. The lady.
Now it's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Watch safety green.
Here's Darnold. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Get
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. Returnable for Lockett. Sheds up and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Talk about flipping the script. That punt return, 86 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Brandon, I loved his game in college, and I thought he would translate well as a pro. Boy, did he exceed my expectations. Another punt return for a touchdown.
Busted onto the scene as an all-pro returner as a rookie. He's not looking back. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Darnold to throw again. And he's got his man. That's Landry. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, son. Check.
Darnold on 1st down. That's complete to Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Darnold, complete. Smith has it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Darnold now to throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Yeah, Bryant missed it. No good. Wide to the left there for Bryant. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To throw is Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Off of play action, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Darnold completes it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll keep it on the ground. Evans. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Mike 380. Mike 58, right there. Hey, 0-0-0.
On the delay, here's Carson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
You got it. Got it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch 54. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got Friday. Check 6 guys. Tight dog.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Mike 280. Mike 54. You're trash. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Mike 5-4. All day.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Check the out. Switch.
Well, they'll run it here on the Jets sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. Watch 54. I got one.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
He's coming.
They'll set up to throw. On the screen, this is Cannon. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
I got you. Run left. Hey. Joker.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
To throw is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They'll run on first down. It's Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On first down, it's Evans. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
We got 4. We got 4.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was